Hi guys, I'm Nick and today I'm sharing you my ultimate travel guide and exactly how I plan trips for my friends and family. Of course, today we are in Krabi and this is not only my favorite place in Thailand, Krabi is also our home. Most people waste their Krabi trip on crowded beaches and overpriced tours. Don't be one of them. I've been to all of these places so many times and made million mistakes cause Krabi is more complicated than you think. But after these 20 minutes, you'll know absolutely everything. I'll show you top things to do and real hidden gems, where to stay and how to avoid the crowds every single time. Also, this year there's a new island hopping tour that you absolutely can't miss. But stay until the end, I'll give you the most important tips and tricks. Some of my favorite places in Thailand, but also the ones you can easily skip. Okay, if you only got 3 days here in Krabi, spend 2 nights in Ao Nang and 1 night on Railey. But if you're staying 4 days or more, I'd recommend basing yourself in Klong Muang. That's exactly the place where we like to stay the most. In case you're planning your honeymoon trip or you like something more luxurious, right next to Klong Muang is Tubkaek Beach, with some of the best resorts in the world. So if you want to have a good beach nearby, these are the only 2 I would dare to swim. Let me explain. Ao Nang Beach looks stunning because of this massive cliff, but the reality is, the water here is pretty dirty and polluted. So yeah, many people leave Krabi quite disappointed. It's also too crowded and the sand isn't the most beautiful either. You know, all those amazing beaches you see all over Instagram and TikTok are actually not in Ao Nang. Krabi is a huge province with more than 150 islands. So all those insanely beautiful photos were taken during boat tours. I'll show you soon the best one, but my point is, don't spend extra money for any beachfront resorts here in Ao Nang. Really, it's not worth it. But still, this is an ultimate hub. You've got endless cafes, shops, night markets, long-tailed boats to Railey, a bit of nightlife, and practically everything you need. If you choose to stay here, here are the things you have to do. Hike the Monkey Trail to reach a much nicer hidden beach. Overall, this is easy activity with amazing views and of course, a lot of monkeys. But the stairs can be quite steep, so bring enough water, but don't carry anything in plastic bags. You'll thank me later. After that, don't miss the sunset at the beach. Try yoga class or just grab a coconut and chill around. Nopparathara Beach is the most spectacular sunset spot, especially during low tide. However, the beach is also bad for swimming and there's no natural shade. But evening walks are really nice. Later, you can have a dinner at the best night market in Ao Nang. It's a street food heaven. Catch a Muay Thai fight and a fire show. If you're a backpacker or traveling on a budget, this is exactly the place where you want to be. And don't worry, you can always hop and check out these other beaches. They're not far away. The best way to move around is to rent a motorbike or a car. If not, here in Krabi you can also use Grab or just wave your hand to stop one of these tuk-tuks and expect to pay at least 100 Thai baht per person. And yeah, just one tip for drivers. It's very hard to find parking here in Ao Nang. The only good spot is close to Monkey Trail. I'll leave the location in the description. Klong Muang is the most beautiful beach, but only and only during high tide. Tubkaek Beach is always amazing and having these spectacular views. There are many resorts, so many people don't know how to enter this beach. So if you're not staying here, the best place to enter and to chill is at Tubkaek Seafood Restaurant. They've got smoothies and Thai food, and the prices are most affordable in the area. But no matter where you stay and which boat tour later you're gonna choose, you must stay at least 1 night on Railey. For me personally, this is the most beautiful place in Thailand. From Ao Nang Beach, there are shuttle longtail boats all the time. Make sure to buy return tickets and sit on the left side of the boat so you can enjoy these breathtaking views. Go straight to Phra Nang Cave Beach to beat the crowds. I made a full video about Railey, so maybe later you can check it out. Okay guys, I believe that the next chapter is the most important for you. We'll talk about best boat tours and island hopping tours in Krabi. As you can see, now we are in the middle of the rainy season, so not a perfect time for boat tours, definitely. The sea is really rough. But today we have a beautiful sunny morning, so it's not that bad. Beach walks are amazing. At the time as you arrive, it's gonna be somewhere between November and May. The sea should be really flat and nice. Stay tuned and let's jump straight to the point. Our favorite tour last year was 4-island tour, but this year situation has drastically changed. Let me quickly explain. To be fully honest with you, I never thought the Maya Bay and Phi Phi Islands day tour was worth doing from Krabi, or even worse, from Phuket. It was always incredibly crowded, rushed, and just one big mess. But this year, Maya Bay has a limit of number of visitors who can enter the beach each hour. So the whole experience is actually quite good now. But the catch is that you need to go super early. Otherwise, you'll still end up waiting in long lines and dealing with the crowds. So we found a new tour that is absolutely perfect. Yeah, you'll probably have to get up before 6, but you'll experience 2 best boat tours in one. 4 Islands tour and Maya Bay and Phi Phi, reaching the main spots earlier before it gets too packed. Just to let you know, it's not easy. It lasts a full 9 hours, but you get to visit all the most spectacular places, do a ton of snorkeling, and beat the crowds at Maya Bay Beach almost every single time. If you have to choose only one boat tour, trust me, this one is the best. You'll find the link in the description, or just simply scan this QR code with your phone. Now let's talk about James Bond Tour and Hong Islands Tour. The James Bond Tour has really amazing views, but you won't get that crystal clear water that everybody dreamed to experience. It feels almost like you're on the river, so forget about swimming and snorkeling. It's gonna be crowded, everybody's lining up for that famous photo, and it really feels like a tourist trap. However, Pangam Bay is really beautiful, and if you have more days here, definitely explore this area. Hong Island Tour is truly good, but it's a bit of gamble. If tide is not high enough, you cannot enter the lagoon, and the tour operators won't tell you that before you start. So yeah, if you're staying here less than a week, Maya Bay, 4 Islands and Railey Beach will be more than enough. If you think this is the main highlight of Krabi, you are wrong. Now let's quickly jump back to the mainland and explore some of the most unique hidden gems you'll ever see. The viewpoints here are absolutely spectacular. Krabi is world famous for its stunning limestone rock formations. It's so unreal, like in the Avatar movies, so you have to visit at least one. I'll show you 4 of my favorites, so you can choose the best ones based on your fitness level and how much time you have. Okay, let's start with 2 viewpoints that are very easy to reach, Ding Dang Doi and Kuan Nom Sao. Both places have a nice little cafe and some basic food at the top. You can hire a local driver, grab a tuk-tuk or take a tour. But the best option is to rent a scooter or a car. Driving here is really easy and the roads are very scenic and beautiful. Of course, outside of the main areas of Ao Nang. Just the final sections are always steep and dangerous, so you can stop, park your bike, hike your way up. If I had to choose just one, I would go with Ding Dang Doi. And for the absolute best experience, make sure to be there at sunrise or sunset. My personal favorite is Dragon Crest Mountain. This one is a serious uphill hike through the jungle. The trail is well marked, but it is really hard, so you shouldn't try this one if you're not physically fit. However, it's the most rewarding one. 360-degree views at the top are truly breathtaking. You'll probably see a lot of wildlife on the trail, and in the end, you can plunge into one of these freshwater pools. It's a perfect, safe jungle adventure you can easily do completely alone. Just bring plenty of water. Up there is brutally hot. Driving Crest is super close to Tubkaek and Klong Muang, so if you're staying in that area, it's perfect. Now, I've got one more harder option for you. Wat Tam Sua, or better known as Tiger Cave Temple, is one of Krabi's most famous attractions. A giant golden Buddha sits on the top of a limestone mountain. You'll need to climb 1,260 steep steps to reach the summit. The views from the top are breathtaking, and the whole experience truly feels powerful. You'll probably need around 40 minutes to climb up and another 30 to go down. Stairs are really steep. Now, I want to share something almost nobody knows about. Right next to this, there are another stairs that will lead you to the hidden area and deep into the jungle. You'll find many caves and giant ancient trees, beautiful monk houses carved right into the rock face of the mountain, and so much more. For this adventure, you'll have to prepare mosquito spray, sunscreen, plenty of water, and just take your time. Tiger Cave Temple is one of the most iconic in Thailand, but the whole experience is quite physically demanding. Also, it's not that close to Anang, and the road leading to there is not the most beautiful one. But if you're planning to explore this area, make sure to start early in the morning. There is another natural wonder that definitely worth visiting, if you manage to beat the crowds. It's around 8:30 in the morning and we are the first one here at Emerald Pools. Beautiful place. Later, mostly around, let's say 9:30, 10:30, gets really crowded. That's when all other tours arrive. So if you can, rent your vehicle and come here early. Hidden within the lush rainforest of Krabi lies the stunning Emerald Pool, a natural spring famous for its crystal clear turquoise water. After a short walk through the jungle, you're gonna be rewarded with a refreshing swim in one of Thailand's most beautiful natural pools. Arrive before 9 and you'll have entire place only to yourself. Trust me, it's absolutely magical. This is why you have to come early. Otherwise it gets really packed. But look at this now. Like I said, this place is absolutely unreal. In the same area you can also find Krabi Hot Springs, but in my opinion you can easily skip this one. It gets quickly crowded and it's really nothing special. Instead of that, I'll show you a couple more activities here in Krabi that will blow your mind. I'm sure you already know this. If you're visiting Krabi, you have to try kayaking. There are many excellent kayaking spots around the province, but if you're looking for something close, easy to access, and still incredibly beautiful, Klong Route is a fantastic choice. Surrounded by lush tropical greenery and crystal clear water, it's very relaxing and scenic outdoor experience. The one you really shouldn't miss. As always, to escape the crowds, come early in the morning or in the late afternoon. It shouldn't last longer than 2-3 hours. And one very important thing. When it comes to kayaking, try always to arrive during high tides. It's way easier and more enjoyable. Bring bug spray, hat and water. Here everything feels just like in the movie. And I'm sure that Krabi will be the main highlight of your trip. But we are not done yet. I want to show you something really special. This beautiful area around Nong Thalane Lake is actually the place where we live. Just 5 minutes away is one very unique spot. It's called Spirit Mountain. It's a well-known heaven for rock climbers, but also one of the most beautiful places we've ever been to. But even if you're not a climber, you can still hike around, explore caves, observe playful monkeys, and if you got more time, you can even stay in their resort. Another good kayaking spot is Thalane. In my opinion, probably the best one in Thailand. And again, stunning limestone cliffs all around, lush mangrove forests, and just untouched nature. Road to Thalane is also very scenic. It's located in the more local fisherman's area, so if you're riding a motorbike, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this one. And for the best possible experience, I would suggest you hiring a local guide to join you. You'll find easily one once you arrive. It's easy to get lost, and the sun is super strong and will drain you fast. So yeah, bring hat, sunscreen, a lot of water and snacks. If tide is high enough, you can make a full circle, which lasts around 2-3 hours. Then later hop to M Cafe and grab a lunch with these amazing views. The place is definitely not the cheapest one, but food is decent and the views are priceless. Now I want to take you to one special place that I'm sure every one of you guys wants to see and experience here in Thailand. If you find this video useful so far, please click like and subscribe to support this small channel. Thank you. We absolutely love Chiang Mai. But if you're planning to go there only to experience ethical elephant sanctuaries, you don't have to. You can have the same meaningful experience right here in Krabi. This is Following Giants, and one of the best elephant adventures we've ever had. You can find them in Ao Nang or Koh Lanta. You're hiking in the lush jungle, searching for elephants and observing their natural behavior. This is so far the best setting for elephants we've seen in Thailand, including the famous Elephant Nature Park. So yeah, spend a couple of hours around these gentle giants and support this amazing sanctuary. It's also a bit physically demanding, so half-day program is more than enough. At least it was for us. I know it's definitely not the cheapest experience, but the money will surely go into good hands. And just to make it clear, here you cannot feed, touch or bat with elephants. Most of them have been rescued from some of the most cruel conditions imaginable, so you can only observe them from the safe distance. That's how every elephant sanctuary should really look like. Now, I'll answer some of the most common questions from my last Krabi video. How is Krabi in June, July? How is Krabi in October and November? The answer is simple. Nobody can tell you precisely that. This year, rainy season came much earlier. Normally, May and June are still quite good. It's hot, with a couple of quick rain showers, usually in the late afternoons or during the night. The heat and humidity are really extreme, so this rain won't bother you much. But after the storm, the beach won't be that beautiful. And in the off-season, not many people will bother to clean around. The sea is often rough, so the water doesn't look as beautiful as it was before June. It's risky and not very pleasant for swimming. Also, jellyfish can be a real pain in the ass. So choose Koh Phangan, Koh Samui, maybe Chumpon, Hua Hin if you plan to spend most of the time chilling at the beach. November is usually better, but it wasn't the case last year, so nobody knows. If you want to play safe, I would say mid-November until late May. Next question was, is Krabi Town worth visiting? It's definitely more local, you'll find good restaurants, cafes, very cool walking street and local markets, big shopping mall, and a couple of boat tours in the mangroves. But if you're staying less than 10 days, it's not worth it. Then the next common question was, what's my favorite island nearby? And this one is easy, at least for me. I would always choose Koh Yao Noi. First, it's very easy and safe to explore on a motorbike, and here you can experience everything. There are basic homestays but super charming in the fisherman's village, but also some of the most beautiful luxurious options in Thailand. The island is still green and peaceful, it doesn't look spoiled and overdeveloped. It has a very strong local community, amazing healthy food, nice beaches, super cozy cafes, and these views. Okay, now something very important. In my last video, I totally forgot to mention this. The best cafes and restaurants, and trust me, we tried them all. For the best Thai food and especially southern cuisine, you have to try Yim restaurant. Fast service, big portions, local prices. If you love coffee and you want to try local high-quality beans, you have to visit 23 Roasters. It's by far the best in Krabi. But if you want to enjoy the most beautiful place, tucked deep in the nature, the Hideaway is the place you cannot miss. It's also never crowded and has really decent food. If you're searching for a perfect place to spend a day at the beach, by far the best cafe is Boat. It's located at Klong Muang Beach, just be sure to arrive during high tide. And after all these adventures, kayaking, climbing and trekking, you'll definitely deserve a good recovery day. Our favorite place is Growth Club. Ice bath, sauna, yoga, really great massage and super chill vibes. And since we are living now here in Krabi and having a house, I can share you our biggest secret. Just next to Growth Club is my favorite resort, the place where we always used to stay. This is Ban Nara Pass. I'll leave you all the links and locations down in the description. If you got any questions, feel always free to write me in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.